Okay. All right, you guys. Look at this framing. Okay. This is the first time I'm filming in my car, and I hope to the Lord that the audio is good and that I'm in focus. You guys, I usually, if you're not new here, if you've been here a long time, first of all, I just want to say I'm so sorry. The last 3 times I've posted on YouTube, I have said that I was going to be back every week, and I haven't been. And there's a lot of reasons why that is. I've been taking care of my brother. I've been in and out of the hospital with him. My kids have been a lot. I've moved a lot. But regardless, I still want to apologize because I think I should still be able to pop on even for just 5 minutes to talk to you. And when I started to dig really deep as to why I wasn't able to do this thing that I love helping other people with their mental health journey because I'm on my own journey, and I love to honestly use YouTube as an outlet to share what I'm going through and to see that there are other people with me and to know that I'm not alone and to help you know that you're not alone. So I asked myself, why have I not been filming? And when I dug really deep, I realized my ego has been getting in the way, and it's kind of embarrassing. But really, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I always have my nice YouTube background. My husband uses his nice camera and sets it up, and he checks the audio and all of this great stuff. I make nice thumbnails and I do all this stuff, right? And I finally, you guys probably know if you follow me on Instagram, my husband and I finally paid off our debt, and I was able to buy my own camera, and I thought, this is it. I have my own camera. This is it. This is every YouTuber's dream, right? I don't have to share cameras with my husband. I don't have to use my laptop webcam. I have my own camera and mic now, so there's no excuses. I was like, I'm going to be making 2 videos a week now instead of 1 video every 3 weeks. This is crazy. I'm finally going to be able to be consistent and be able to share as often as I want. And guess what? Since I've gotten my own camera, I've not made a single video with it. And I had this camera for 2 months. Part of it is because of ego. It's because I am scared that I'm not going to be able to do this well. And even though my husband is more than willing to help me set up my camera, and he showed me, the whole point is that I'm able to do it kind of like for instance, I've never filmed in the car. I'm at the car, I'm in the parking lot. I need to make this video quick actually because it's really freaking hot outside. And I don't have the AC on for audio reasons. But I'm in the car by myself without my kids. This is the only time I have to film, you guys. Because if I try to film at home when my toddler is awake, he's going to try to grab the camera and rip into it, and it's just going to be a nightmare. So the whole point is that I'm enabled to do my own videos now on my own while my husband's at home with the kids. That's the whole point, right? But for any of you who are creatives out there who watch my channel, I just want you to know that, if you think it's your lack of a better lens or your lack of something, that's garbage. It's our ego, you guys. The thing that stops creators from creating, and maybe this is a tangent if you're here for mental health stuff, it's our ego. And I think all of us have a creative soul inside of us. All of us want to make something, and we think it's because of our lack of tools, our lack of money, our lack of resources. And to be quite honest with you, this is the first time in my 2 years of doing YouTube that I have my own camera, and I have made way less videos than I've ever made. And that should tell you something. And I've been doing so much deep thought about this because I'm like, what the heck? What's going on with me? What's going on? I know a lot of stressful stuff has been happening in my life, but I should be wanting to YouTube even more because it's my outlet. It's what I enjoy doing. And I realize it's because I put all of this pressure on myself now that I have a camera or whatever, to be perfect. And I cannot be perfect. And I have been dealing with crippling anxiety around this. So I am just done with the garbage. And so, I think I wanted to please everyone, and I'm also putting all this pressure on myself to for everyone to love me and be my friend or whatever, on YouTube. Okay, my head's being cut off and it's bothering me. Okay, that's better. I want my channel to grow. Of course I want my channel to grow. I want to be successful just like anybody, but I realized that my desire to be perfect so that everyone will like me was keeping me from getting up and serving the people, those of you who have been here since the beginning. And I was like, that is garbage. What? That is such ego nonsense, garbage, trash. So gone. It's gone. And now I'm back. Thank goodness. I hope you can hear me because I don't know jack about audio. And by the way, if you don't know me, I went to film school. I went to film school and I used camera and audio, but I only had to do it in freshman year and I hated it. I did the producing, so the business side of film, the project management. I'm awesome at that stuff, but like touching the camera, I like get sweaty. Just think about it. Speaking of sweaty, I'm getting sweaty right now. Okay, so mental health, all right? First of all, number one, housekeeping. I'm going to create a web page, who says that? I'm going to create a page on my website. I'm going to link it below just for you guys to ask me questions anonymously, because I realize that we talk about a lot of touchy issues, abuse, trauma, depression, anxiety, and not everyone wants to post it on YouTube comment section. Hell, I don't, because you never know, YouTube can be the cesspool of the internet sometimes, and like some random person can comment and say something garbage to you. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to feel safe asking your questions. So go to the link in the description. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but you'll be able to ask me a question anonymously, because I want this channel, as it grows, to be about helping you on your journey where you're at, making content that's very specific to what you need. So that's number one. Number two is, again, I'm so sorry for not posting. And number three is what this video is actually about. Okay, so my kids are sick. I'm a little sick. You can hear it. My husband's still a little bit sick. I have not left my apartment in 4.5 days. Okay, I've just been taking care of this nasty cold virus from hell that my poor kids have been going through. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 9-month-old baby girl. My 2.5-year-old's a boy, and so I have little kids, and I take care of my brother who has autism and another disease, and what's it called? An autoimmune disease, and he's 20, almost 21. Basically, my hands are very full, you guys, and I'm grateful for them. I am. But guess what? I have just been drowning. I've just been drowning in taking care of everyone and not taking care of myself. And I'm always on here telling you to practice self-care. And I've realized that it's not enough to just want to practice self-care. It's not enough to just think about it. It's not enough to just be like, oh, must be nice. Which, by the way, that's a whole nother video. We need to stop saying that about ourselves and each other. Must be nice. No. Self-care is a necessity. It's a part of life. It's something that we should all be doing regularly in order to just take care of our physical, mental, and emotional states. Who would have thought? So this video actually is specifically for the moms as well. I want to talk to you guys about when I was in the middle of postpartum depression. So when my baby was 4 months old, 5 months ago, I was diagnosed with severe postpartum depression. I'm talking like thinking my kids would be better off without me. I'm talking I'm a worthless piece of crap. I'm talking like suicidal thoughts. I'm talking this like loneliness and pain so heavy I could not breathe. Like my chest just felt like there was a cement block on it. It was bad, okay? And I'm thinking back on my journey because I'm in such a different place now, because when I got diagnosed, I got therapy, and I've been going to therapy every single week. And now my therapist is actually doing EMDR therapy, which you should look up if you've dealt with trauma. My whole childhood was full of lots of abuse. And now we're going deeper than the mom stuff. We're realizing that a lot of my issues are trauma related. So now we're going to dig up all the trauma. Yay! So much fun. Okay, so the reason why I bring this up is because I have a message for the moms who are dealing with postpartum depression. Because a lot of us are really angry, myself included, that the world is not acknowledging the shit moms go through. And I am so sorry if your kids are in the room. I cannot censor this. I'm so passionate about this. Because a lot of people, A, don't even believe postpartum depression is real, and C, did I say B? A, whatever. And they don't acknowledge how severe it can be. I wanted to end my life sincerely. And I haven't been in that place in a long time. That's a serious thing. And it's ridiculous that a woman who is raising an infant who's in their most vulnerable phase of life, this infant relies for everything relies on me for everything. And here I am in a state where I can't hardly breathe or get out of bed or brush my teeth or eat, okay? I mean, it was serious. I was losing weight. I was losing my breast milk supply. My baby started losing weight. It was a lot, okay? And I know I'm not the only one who goes through this crap. And it's very frustrating that the world does not acknowledge the hard job that is motherhood, okay? My mom had 11 kids, and I still didn't fully grasp what it was that she was going through. So I could do a whole workshop on all the things that have helped me come through the other side of this postpartum depression, okay? But I want to talk about one thing that I want you to do specifically, and that is ask for help. Ask for help and take care of yourself. And I know that sounds obvious, but here's the thing, is we are angry, and rightly so, that the people and the world and the culture and the society that we live in does not value us. But until I realized that I needed to stop waiting on the culture to validate my job as a mother. I wanted the culture to go, wow, look at you. You're a mom. You're a stay-at-home mom. Look at you. Good for you. That is a hard job, girl. You must not have gotten sleep in the last 9 months. You must not have gone to the bathroom alone in the last 2 years. You must not have eaten a meal undisturbed in the last 3 years. And you know what? No one notices that. They just say, oh, wow, you got a lot of kids, girl. You look so young. You look young. Are those your kids? Yes, those are my kids. Thank you very much. And yes, I am young. Thank you very much. You know, I wanted people to validate me. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Society should validate us. We are the reason why society even exists. But here's the thing. If you're going to wait around for society to validate you in order to feel better about motherhood, you are going to be waiting until you turn to dust. Because our culture and our society, if you grew up in the US of A, was built around the principles that, this is going to sound a little sexist, but it was built by men. Because men, traditionally, were the only ones allowed in the workplace for the longest time. So, of course, things were built around their needs. But things aren't built around the fact that women have periods, that women need to breastfeed, that women need to pump, that women are pregnant, that women's feet get swollen if we sit in a desk chair for too long when we're pregnant. I'm getting really passionate. Also, people are like staring at me. I don't care because you need to hear this. This is so freaking important. What I'm trying to say is, okay, we acknowledge that society wasn't built for us. So what do? When you're sitting at home feeling extremely depressed and down and like, oh my gosh, no one cares that I'm a mom. I don't care that I'm a mom. What am I going to do? I have these kids. I need to raise these kids. Here's what you need to do. You need to validate yourself. You need to look yourself in the mirror and go, damn, girl, look at you. You just made it through a whole night of feeding. You just made it through a whole night of sucking snot out of your kid's nose. And now you're up with your toddler to take him to the playground. And now you're up running errands and going to the grocery store and making food and all this stuff. Look at you. And also on the days when you just can't because you're so freaking tired and all you have is Pocoyo or Word Party going on in the background over and over, or Little Baby Bum. Oh my gosh, I hate Little Baby Bum. And right now, what's my kid watching right now? Tayo, the Little Bus. Oh my gosh, I hate that show. Over and over and over. And you've been in your apartment for 4.5 days because your kids are sick. And all you can manage to do is order groceries and takeout. Look at you, girl. Look at you. You're doing it. They're alive. You're alive. You went to the bathroom. You changed diapers, even though you're sick. Because who takes care of moms when they're sick? There's no manual for that. There's no manual for that. So I want you to start validating yourself. And I want you to validate yourself before you feel like you're worthy. Girl, because postpartum depression steals your worthiness. It tells us we're not enough. We're not doing enough. We're not good enough. Or we're not going to raise good kids and all this stuff. And it's BS. You have to start treating yourself like you are an amazing woman, an amazing mother. Look at what you are doing. And I know my Christian, old, like honestly puritanical ideas and ideologies and philosophies that have permeated my life since I was a child because of influences I received as a child would say, you are nothing. You are wretched. No, no, no. Look closer if you're Christian, honey. Look at the Bible. It actually says how good we are. God created us and he saw that we were good. Okay? We are not worthless. We are doing amazing things. We have brought life into the world and we are fostering it as best as we damn can with the tools that we have. And I just can't believe that the first 2.5 years of motherhood were completely robbed of joy for me. I seriously look at my son. He's not a baby anymore. My almost 3-year-old. He's going to go to preschool for the first time in September. He's going to go to his first Christmas program in December. And I cry sometimes when I see how big he is because it's like the first 2.5 years of his life, I wasn't even here. I was so busy feeling worthless. I was so busy feeling like no one saw me. Like no one saw all that I was doing. I just wanted other people to link arms with me and go, I know how hard this is, but you will get through this and you are doing a great job. So if no one has told you, I know how hard this is. I know how hard the job of motherhood is, and you are doing a good job. And if you had a day where you were yelling at your kids and you were screaming and you were losing your SHIT, I have been there too. And you know what? You can always start again. At 8 a.m., at 10 a.m., at 12 p.m., at 10 o'clock at night, you can always start again. But you are not going to be able to break out of this garbage and move into the joy that can be had in motherhood until you start validating yourself before you're ready. I don't know what's going on out there. Before you're ready. So part of let's take this and break this down. What is the actual action steps of validating yourself? Number 1, find some help. Go to a support group, okay, where you can be validated. Go to a therapist where you can be validated. Talk to someone you trust who will validate you, whether or not that's your partner or a good friend of yours. And if you don't have access to that, there is Postpartum Support International, which is, I'm not paid or sponsored, nothing. They're an organization that actually has over the phone conference call-in support groups where you can talk about how you're feeling. And I know that might sound weird to you, but look, we're putting on our big girl panties, and we are doing stuff that makes us uncomfortable and scared because we're not going to live in this ish anymore. We're not going to let postpartum depression rob us of motherhood, because I don't know about you, but I did not raise kids and carry them in my body and push them out of my vagina in order to just feel like I hate what I'm doing all the time. No. And I'm going to be honest with you, since doing all of this work and learning to validate myself and going to therapy, yes, there's a lot of stuff. We could do a whole workshop on it. I enjoy motherhood now. I look at my kids and I feel so much joy. I feel so grateful that I'm a mom. And 4 or 5 months ago, I wanted to die so that I could escape motherhood. I wanted to run away. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm looking super sweaty and gross because it is freaking 85 degrees outside and the AC is not on. Okay, I need to end this video, but so I want you to start taking action. I'll leave a link to Postpartum Support International in the description. It is a huge resource where you can look up support groups geographically in your area. You can actually call a therapist immediately. You could actually join a on-call support group, conference call every single week. There's so many good resources out there, and I am here to connect you with them, and I am here to let you know that you're not alone, and I'm here to give you tips, and I'm here to give you advice, and I'm here to just let you know, look, I know it is so freaking hard, especially the sleep deprivation, and I am with you. So I hope that you'll take that action step of finding help, finding someone that can help validate you. And if that's not an option right now, something that you can do today is do something that validates you. So I don't know about you, but I never feel like I'm worth taking a break. Like today, my husband's like, why don't you go out and take a break? It was so hard for me to leave the house. I don't know if you've experienced this, but like when you have 2 hours to yourself, you're all of a sudden like overwhelmed by choice. Should you clean? Should you take a bubble bath? Should you go to Starbucks? Should you go to Costco? Should you run some errands? Should you sew? I don't know. Like you get overwhelmed, and then all of a sudden 2 hours are over, your baby's crying, and it's over. Okay, I get so much anxiety. Like I'm not saying that I'm on the other side, you guys. I don't have any problems. Like I still struggle, okay? But the point is, you don't wait to take care of yourself when you're not struggling. You take care of yourself when you're struggling so that you can help yourself to stop struggling. Does that make sense? So before you are ready to take a break, or before you feel like, oh, well, I'm not worthy of going to the Starbucks yet, or I don't deserve this break because I didn't clean the whole house. You know what I mean? Like that stuff we tell ourselves, like, well, I wasn't the best mom this week. I yelled at my kids, so I should really just stay home, head down, and clean all the dishes because I don't deserve this break. No. When you hear that voice, I want you to tell it to shut up, and I want you to go take the break anyway. And the more you start to validate your worth through these small actions of a cup of coffee, longer in the shower, time to shave your legs, you know, you do the things that say, hey, you're worthy, you're enough, you deserve this. Even if you don't feel like you deserve it, the action of doing things that say you're deserving will teach you that you are deserving, will prove to you that you are deserving. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You need to act. You need to act before you're ready. You need to treat yourself like you are worthy before you feel like you are worthy. And if you do that consistently and you have someone hold you accountable, you will start to see the sunlight on the other side of this depression. Okay? There'll be a bunch of resources linked for you in the description. Again, I'm so sorry for the long break. I'm also sorry for how I look. Like, I am so sweaty. The windows are closed because I didn't want to let I'm in a parking lot, y'all. Everyone can hear me and see me. But this was just too heavy on my heart not to share. I have been wanting to tell you these words. I've been trying to outline this and make it all professional, and I just couldn't. I just needed to turn on the camera, which again, I don't even know how well you can hear me because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm a freaking film graduate. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you will comment down below. Let me know if there's anything valuable from this video. Share it with a friend, a mom friend who gets it. We need to be linking arms more, moms. We need to stop sitting in silence, not really saying what we feel, because we're all trying to put up this image that we got it all together, and I feed my kids quinoa and salmon, and you feed your kids chicken nuggets. Look at you. Look at me. Like, no. We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to just help each other, to take good care of ourselves, to remind each other how worthy we are, even if we yell at our kids sometimes, because we're human and we're freaking tired. All right? I love you guys. I'm going to go get myself something iced at Starbucks, and I'm going to, I don't know, read a book or not read a book. I'm going to do whatever I want for the next 2 hours because I deserve it, and so do you. Take care of yourself, okay? Love you guys. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you will get notified when I upload again, because YouTube is funny and they won't tell you unless you hit that bell. So hit the bell because I want to see you for the next video. All right? All right. Bye.